Hey guys, Brian the Shaving Geek here with another episode of my shave of the day, and today I finally did it. I finally arrived at the end of the new products that I'm going to try from that I picked up at the New England Wet Shaver meetup several weeks ago. I've gone through the products that I picked up off of the PIF table. I've gone through the products that were in the swag bag, and I've gone through the products that I bought. And so today I reached the end, the last sample of soap in the bag that I'm going to review. There was this sample in there of the Edwin Jagger pre-shave lotion. I'm not going to bother to review that because I doubt I'm going to use it. Just to be honest with you, the spokesperson for Edwin Jagger reached out to me and wanted me to let her know when I reviewed it. But I just don't use pre-shave lotions. I don't use pre-shave oils. And so I just don't even know how to even review something like this when I just don't use it. And really, quite frankly, I don't have any interest. And that's no knock against Edwin Jagger. It's no knock against pre-shave lotions and oils. If they work for you, great. But in the past, I used some pre-shave soaps. I used some pre-shave oils, and I just didn't feel that they helped at all, and probably in large part because I shave as soon as I get out of the shower. So maybe something like that would help to soften up your whiskers if you are just shaving before a shower or in between showers. But because I shave while my beard is still well hydrated from the shower, I just don't feel like I need any of those other products. So long story short, I'm not going to review that. So what did I use today? Well, let me first of all just tell you about the brush real quick. This is the brush that I use. This is the brush that my brother reknotted. I believe this is an Anthony McKenzie Miami Sunrise knot, and really enjoyed this this knot and this brush. As I've said before, I've almost gone to exclusively using synthetics and just really enjoy them. It's funny to see people, and by no means am I mocking them, don't get me wrong, but people touting super expensive high-end badgers when you can get a synthetic that performs so well for such cheap money. So I just don't feel the need to go out and spend, $250 on a brush, no matter how beautiful it is, when I can get synthetics that work so well for so cheap. I'm just a cheapskate. I got into this hobby to save money. Now, I'm not quite sure I've achieved that goal, but I'm having a whole lot of fun. But for me to go drop, over $100 even for a brush is not something that interests me, because I don't feel like the brushes, at least that I've tried, I don't feel like, even between the ones that I like and the ones that I don't care for so much, I don't feel like they really contribute overall to whether or not my shave is going to be great or not. As long as they whip up a lather, they've done their job. Now, some of them whip up a lather more comfortably. I enjoy the feel on the face better, but again, for me, a brush is a means to an end, and overall, I just don't, I'm just not interested. That's me. Okay, this is a your mileage may vary hobby, and if you want to sink the money into a high-end brush, you go right ahead. That's your business. Just personally, I'm loving the synthetics, and I love the price point, the fact that they've really dropped. So for my razor today, I used this bad boy. This is the Slant that I got at the meetup from Maggard, and again, I just love the heft on this. This thing is just such a hefty razor compared to several of the others that I have. And I was getting such a comfortable shave out of this today that I actually stopped midway through my first pass. And just to kind of give you an idea of how I do it, I start near my ears, and I work my way in. So I do a pass, and then I come over here, I flip my razor around, and I do a pass, rinse, and kind of work my way in that way. And I was probably 4 strokes in, and it was so comfortable that I actually stopped, and I thought, did I forget to put a blade in this razor? And I hadn't. There was a blade, in fact, in the razor, but it was that comfortable for me today. Now, Unfortunately, I got a little careless because it was so comfortable that I ended up biting myself right here above my big old chin. But that was just user error because I was just getting such a comfortable shave that I kind of got careless and I didn't quite get the angle right and ended up with a bit of a nick here. But I really enjoyed this. It's got a Rapira blade in it. This was shave 2 on that blade, and just really found that to be a great combination. So enjoying that very much. I am going to do a video in the not too distant future. Somebody requested that I do a video comparing this slant to my Maggard Slant, so I will do that. So you can look forward to that in, or not, in the not too distant future. For my soap today, this is the sample that I used, and this is from Peter Charcalis's The Shaving Shop, and this is the Unicorn of Wet Shaving, a sample from Peter Charcalis. This happens to be Deal Maker, and as soon as I sniffed this, I recognized that it was a cologne. I don't want to say knockoff, a tribute, I guess is probably better, but it was a take on. And this, I was right when I guessed that it was Fahrenheit. My understanding is that the actual soap maker on this is Chris Cullen from Katie's Bubbles, but don't hold me to that. I could be wrong, but I have heard that through the grapevine. I dug out a nice almond-sized dollop of this, put it in the bottom of my trusty bowl here, and proceeded to load my brush. Now, unfortunately, I think my brush was a little bit too wet because I did get a bit of a thin lather today. It wasn't as cushiony and as slick as what I'm used to with a, and again, I'm assuming this is a Katie's Bubbles soap. The scent was great. I really enjoyed it. The scent strength on this is not extremely overpowering. It's not extremely strong. It's definitely not the strongest, but it's definitely easy to pick up. Whew. And you know, while I'm not a huge Fahrenheit fan, I still did enjoy this and found the scent to be enjoyable and strong enough. I think the performance on it was just user error on my part, too much water, and so it ended up with a bit of a thinner lather than I'm accustomed from, again, assuming that this is a Katie's Bubble soap, but still do the job very well. And overall, I enjoyed this. Next time I'll make sure that I use a little less water, and hopefully I'll get this dialed in a little better. Now, to pair that, I really wasn't quite sure what to pair with that. I'm not a scent guru by any stretch of the imagination, as you well know by now. And so I just reached over and I grabbed an aftershave that I love very much, and quite frankly, it doesn't get enough love from me, and that is this Fine Fresh Vetiver from Mr. Fine. And whew, oh, that's such good stuff. Fine aftershaves. If you haven't tried them out, try them out. I love them. Highly recommend them. I'd like to try their soaps. I haven't had the opportunity to try Mr. Fine soaps yet, so looking forward to doing that at some point. But again, I've got so much great stuff to enjoy that I've really tried to dial back and hold back on the soap acquisition disorder, and I've done a very good job of that over the last year. I haven't really acquired a whole lot. Just been really trying to enjoy the stuff that I have in the den, and so I'll be getting back to that. I'm not quite sure, honestly, if I'm going to keep doing a shave of the day video as I have been doing, as I've been exploring this new product that I've gotten into the den. There are a few items that I've gotten into the den that I haven't done videos on. One of them being Casablanca from the Shaving Shop online, and so I will probably do a video on that. I definitely am going to do a video comparing the slants, but whether or not I keep going through and doing videos still remains to be seen. Right now I'm enjoying doing them and kind of having a blast, but I don't want to get into a cycle of where I'm just saying the same things over again and about products that you've already seen. So we'll see. But right now, I had a great shave today. I'm enjoying the hobby, and I have been, even during that period of time when I wasn't doing videos. I've just been enjoying the stuff that I have, and so I want to keep doing that. I've really enjoyed becoming a little bit more active in the community over the last couple of months, and I probably will continue to do that. But we'll see as far as the shave of the day videos go. You know, there's a few products that I want to talk about, and but I don't want to bore you either. So keep your eyes peeled. Good stuff definitely will be coming. Like I said, slant versus slant, that's coming up. Casablanca coming up. Actually, I also have this. I was looking back here in the background. I've got this Nanny Silly shaving soap, or Nanny Silly soap from the UK, which is a really great scent. Whew, that I want to do a kind of a peppery almost scent, and I want to do a video on that, so I will. So who knows? We'll just keep going on this, and if I feel like doing it, I will, and if I don't, I won't. But thank you so much for everybody that watches my videos. This is Brian the Shaving Geek reporting live from my shave den, wishing you a lifetime of happy shaves. Have a great day, everybody.